Today I'm going to be installing a LED door handle on my Lexus IS model. The door handles are the same as the late generation LS460 and GS models. So all we have to do is remove the LED here and basically attach it to this one. Now there's no wiring harness, so I'm going to have to make my own, but it's pretty easy. But if you can look up underneath there, you see that little line? That's where the LED is supposed to go, but this car doesn't have it. But in this GS door handle, it has the LED, as you can see right over here. So all I have to do is just unclip this and clip it in here. And I'm going to do that to all 4 door handles. This is the door handle from the GS model. See how I popped it out? And as you can see, I put it in my car's door handle. All it is 2 clips right here. You just gotta pop them out. There might be this like little sticky cover over it. You can just peel it off that and then put it on this one too, and look at it. It looks perfect. Now all I have to do is just wire it up. So I have to make my own little wiring harness, which shouldn't be too hard. I went ahead and put the weather strip back on the door handle in this little piece. And since now we don't have the factory wire harness, we're gonna make our own. I went ahead and cut the factory plug from this LED, and I'm gonna go ahead and expose the wires. And now, since we're gonna run our wiring harness, we're gonna be using the door or the power windows wiring. So when the car is on, the LED turns on, and when the car is off, the LED turns off. There's other ways to wire it. It depends on how you want to wire it. I'm not really trying to run my wiring throughout the whole entire door and whatnot, so I'm just going to use the power windows powering harness, which should just work just fine. You shouldn't have any issues using it. Okay, so I already went ahead and wired everything up. I wrapped the wires together, used some heat shrink, and now they're pretty good. I'm just going to use some electrical tape just for extra security. Just going to wrap them around this whole thing right here, and yeah, it's only enough to reach the power windows wiring harness, which is right here. I was going to go ahead and use T-taps, but instead I'm going to use a male and female connector like these ones. As you can see right here, male, female, and because the T-taps are garbage in my opinion, I just don't think they're going to last as long, so I'm just going to go ahead and rip these out, and I'm just going to use male and female connectors. These are much better. Went ahead and wired everything up. Male and female plug can only plug in one way. It looks really nice. That's definitely not going anywhere. And I put the car on. I didn't turn it all the way on, but I put it on. And so when you're driving down the road, this light will be on. You can't really see it at all because it's not really that bright at all, but you can see it right over here. You see it, how it's on a little bit. I'll take pictures of it at night. At nighttime, it looks way better than when there's light outside. So yeah, I'll take a video and picture whenever it's nighttime. There's the door handle LED. So before you even open the door, if you ever decide to remove the panel again, look at that, you could just disconnect it. So it looks really nice. And I got the power window switch and the door lock switch. I'm gonna go ahead and put those on. Everything's back on, as you can see. Everything works. Unlock. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the car on. And as you can see, you cannot see it that well at all, but see that little tiny light? It's on alright, but you just can't see it. I'll show it to you guys at nighttime. Finally nighttime, and I went ahead and turned the car on. As you can see the LED right over there. I still haven't installed it on the passenger side. I'm gonna go ahead and do that at a later date. And I also did the rear one as well for the passenger rear. but I haven't done the rear driver or the driver one either, so I'll do those later. But yeah, they were really nice. This is day 2. I got the other door handles with the LEDs. I got the front one, and I got the driver rear one as well. I already went ahead and did the passenger rear and the passenger front. Right now I'm working on my driver front, and I'm also gonna work on the driver rear. I'm probably just gonna work on that at a later date, but so far so good. I already went ahead and installed the LED. I'm just gonna do everything I did over there to the back, and then I'll shoot a video of all of them working at once. As you can see, I just went ahead and pulled out the rear driver door handle, and it's different from the rear driver door handle from the GS model. As you can see, there is no hole like there is on this one. There's not going to be a hole on this one. So in order to get that on there, what I did, and this is my way of doing it, is I'm going to cut the LED in half and custom fit it right over here by using a Dremel to get rid of this like little plastic piece, and Dremel some of this extra plastic pieces off, and then I'm gonna wire it up. So I mean, there's other ways to do it. This is just my way of how I'm gonna do it. Also, I'm gonna be just drilling a straight hole for the light to go through. You could do whatever you want. I mean, it's up to you. This is the way that I custom fit mine. I went ahead and cut the LED in half, dremeled away a little bit of that plastic, and drilled just a little tiny hole right there so the light can leak through, and went ahead and put this little cover on. It came with the other door handle. I just put it on. I'm assuming it's like to prevent light leak or anything like that. And yeah, I mean, it looks great. I went ahead and also used hot glue on it, and just so it doesn't move around or anything like that. And I mean, it looks great. Like I said, you can custom fit it whatever way you choose, or whatever way is easier for you, but this is my way of doing it. Went ahead and finished all 4 doors. The passenger and driver ones look good. As you can see, I finished the driver one, the passenger one. There's also the rear ones. They look really good. Now, if you end up trying to do the rear ones, just understand that there's going to be some modification that you're going to have to do to the door handle itself, because there's no hole like the front ones. The front ones have holes in them, so you could just take the LED, the OEM LED out, and just it'll just connect right in, and then you just wire it up. With the rear ones, you're going to have to do a little bit of modification maybe to the LED and whatnot. So if that's something you want to do for the rear, you can. But if you don't have, that much experience, or you just don't feel like doing it, I wouldn't do it. The front ones alone look nice, so you don't really have to worry about the rear ones. I just did it just for the sake of it. And I mean, it looks really nice in the back. So the car is in accessories mode, and as you can see, like I said, they're already on. Now, let's assume you just turn off your car and you just want to get out. They'll stay on. As you can see how they're all on until you open the door. As soon as you open the door, they'll turn off.